Contracts help you to work freely so that you can have the freedom and flexibility to only work on the things that you have agreed upon. And you can also make more money if your client wants you to do some extra work. And you don't need to be a professional lawyer or want some degree to do it. I will tell you all the points that you need to add in your contracts in this video so that you can draft it easily. And if you guys want me to give you guys templates so that just आपको अपनी details fill करनी पड़े उसमें and can make your contracts in just 5 minutes, then tell me in the comment box below. I will make the template and attach the link so that you can just download it and use it to create your contract. Hey guys, I'm Abhidev and I create videos about freelancing, writing and productivity. So consider subscribing if you are a beginner freelancer who wants to understand all the basic things to get started or just want to learn different things about freelancing. So yeah, let's start the video with what contracts are. So, contracts are basically an agreement between you and the client, and it outlines all the responsibilities of both the parties, like all the details of the work, your responsibilities as a freelancer about all the things that you agree और जो आप अपने client को provide करने वाले हैं. For example, if you are a writer, then mention the things like all the things that you are going to provide as a writer, whether you are going to just write the blog or you are going to write the blog and edit it so that blog is SEO friendly, or you will write it and also publish it where they want to put it online. And along with all these things, contract will also have the responsibilities of the client. So just add all those things in your contract and try to make it as clear as possible, like put the exact things which you are going to provide as a freelancer. Because in the case, if the client wants you to do some extra work, then you can remind them about the contract and ask them to pay you extra for the extra work that you are going to do. The contract is like so necessary for you guys as a freelancer because you are basically one man army. And आपके पास कोई भी रिमाइंड करने के लिए नहीं होता है like how much you have to work. And sometimes when a client asks you to do some extra work, then you can't say no to them because you don't have the things that you have agreed upon in return and you end up doing a lot of work for them. So by creating a simple yet precise contract, a freelancer can make it clear like what is expected by them, which improves the communication and allows the relationship with new clients to get stronger. Like this thing is really good for long-term business. And let's see what are the points that you need to add in your contract to make it sharp and clean. So first of all, you need to put statement of work, which is a description of work and the services that you are going to provide, like in short. Then after the statement of work, you need to put the introductory line, which tells that the contract is between this and this party. I usually write a single line, which is contract between Abhidev and the client's name. Next is write the description of work with the amount. Like you need to put what is included and what is not. Make it as specific as possible along with the amount and also include the amount in numbers and in words. Next, you will mention the process of working and final work that will be delivered, which can be written under the process of working and delivery terms. Here you will mention all the things which will revolve around the work, like what will be the final product that you will deliver, in how many days you will deliver the work, how client will request the edits and all. So be brief in your word and be on point. Next will be your payment terms. So in payment terms, you need to add how much advance payment you will need. Like if you take 50% in advance and 50% after the work, then mention that. If you receive payments using platforms like PayPal and all, then who will pay the conversion fees and the transaction fees, and like also mention the date at which monthly or weekly payments will be done by your client. Coming on to the next, you need to mention the basic terms and conditions, like what are the days on the week on which you will work and not work, the number of revisions you will do, copyright of the work, like after the submission who will have the rights of the work, and at last your name with signature and on the other side company's name and signature, and just sign the document after you and your client have approved upon it. This brings us to the next topic in the list, which is how and when to send the contract. So while sending the contract, you need to keep a few things in your mind. Nowadays, we generally make contracts on Microsoft Word and it is a non-editable document. This means that if you will just send the Word document to your client, then he or she can edit it anytime and can change the things in it. So what you can do is create the contract in your Word document and after creating it, convert it into non-editable PDF file. So by this, the client can only see the document, and if they agree upon it, then they can just sign it digitally, or after printing it, sign it physically and send it back. So by this, the client cannot change anything in the contract. And also send the contract through emails, where you can write contract between your name and your client's name, like in the subject line of the email. By this, you can easily track your contracts and it also increases your chance to get paid on time. By the way, this is my preferred option and I like to send my contracts through email because it just makes the process easy. You can also use WhatsApp if you like. And to answer the second question, like when to send the contract, so contracts are always sent when you and the client have decided the work that you are going to do for your client, and always send the contract before you start working so that you will always have the money before the work begins. And again, I want to remind you guys to always charge in advance before you start working. Like it can be 50% before starting and 50% after completion of the work, but always charge in advance. So as a freelancer, contracts are a big part. Like it helps you to get the payment on time and saves you from working on extra things without getting paid for it. So consider the things that I told you guys while preparing your contract, and always start working when your client has agreed upon the contract terms and paid you in advance. So this was all about the contracts, and I have a bunch of other videos on my channel about freelancing, like freelance invoicing, how you can start freelancing from your mobile, how to get clients as a freelancer, and many more. So you can also watch those videos if you are just starting out as a freelancer. I will link them in the description box below and on the I button above. Until then, if you guys found this video useful, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you guys in the next video.